Hello, what's going on, guys? My name is Eladio Hernandez. I work for CPI Car Group. There's been a lot of things going on with this company that I try to understand, because I don't get the way they work. So sometimes they have us working 7 days a week because they promise to us they're gonna pay us double, double. And we've been working and we never got the double. They're just paying us 5% each check. So I got a letter from the company that they give us saying that I owe them, I think it was $75, $85. It's ridiculous because they barely pay me all the money they owe me. If you can see, this is the company that I work for. That's the company. So, and especially the rules. I don't give the rules, supposed to be the handbook and whatever that you need to follow the rules. So let's say if you have emergency or you don't feel good and you can't come to work, right? Because I know some company give you some hours, for emergency hours or sick days hours. So the way this company is supposed to be work, if you miss work, even if you call out early and not even if you call out early, right? They go and tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna give you a point and we're gonna take time from your personal time. So they give you a point, they still punish you and give you a point. I mean, it's ridiculous because they take it in your personal time. So let's say one day you want to go to vacation or you want to take some time off, you're not gonna have any hours because they're taking you hours and they giving you a point. So they punish you anyways. So I try to ask them to explain me what are those hours for. And they keep saying for emergency. I was like, okay, I had an emergency. What is the problem? I have hours. Now, if I don't have hours to cover me, I understand. But I have the hours in there and they still give me the point. So they try to have me sign a warning and I did not sign it till they explain me the handbook of the company. I talked to the manager to see if he can print me a copy of the book. He just ignored me. He just started talking about stories, whatever, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, stuff like that. And I asked him about the handbook. He didn't give me the handbook. He been ignoring me the whole time I come to work. He just ignoring me, passed me by, nothing. He don't say to me, not even once, hey, Eladio, here's the handbook. Here's the rules of the company. So I found out that when I log in to look for the handbook, they took it out of the computer, so it's not in the computer anymore. So I found out that I got the handbook on my email, the old handbook, and I look at the handbook. It doesn't say anything. If you call out, you get a point, and that we will take your personal time. It doesn't say nothing on that handbook about that. It just say if you don't show up and you don't call, that's a final warning. The next time, if you don't show up and don't call, that's a termination. That's the only thing it says in the handbook. And says like when you need some time off, please let us know early, whatever, blah blah blah. That's the only thing that says in the handbook. But it doesn't say if you call out, you call them, let them know, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. You know what I mean? Like that's not on the handbook at all. And they try to say that that's CPI rules and stuff like that. So, that's what I try to understand. Like the way I don't get how these people work. Because for all the companies that I work for Best Buy for almost 4 years, and I never have any problems like this. This is the first company I work, that everything is mandatory. If they make you work 7 days a week, and it's mandatory for them every time, every single day. I have a newborn. I can barely spend time with her because I'm working in this company 7 days a week. And the check that they pay you, that they say they're going to pay you double, It's barely nothing. It's like I'm working for free. They give you a separate check. They don't put it together with the same check. The money they supposed to pay you for the double, they give you to you in a separate check, and they tax it. And it's not enough money. Like barely. Like $36. That's what I got from the double pay. You know, and when I do my math and I calculate all my, you know, my hours and everything, I'm like, whoa, I'm missing a lot of money over here. What's going on? They don't know what to say. You know, and my mother-in-law, who been working in this company for 12 years, they've been trying to take hours away from her. They only pull 75 hours that she worked, and she worked 80 hours. If you get paid every 2 weeks, you work 40 hours a week. That's 80 hours in total, plus Saturdays and Sundays. That's overtime, of course. Not even that. So they're taking people's hours, you know, and they go and they are like, you know, like lying to you all the time. I don't know what's going on. The company's going broke. I really don't know what's going on. And the management over here is not good at all. They don't care about their employees. They only care about themselves. You can be hurt. You can be sick. They don't care. It was a lady who was sick, who had diarrhea. Dude, she's like, hey, I don't feel good. I need to go home. Like, I'm sick. They say, no, if you leave, that's a half a point. Wow. Like, the lady's sick. Or me, that I had a grown toenail. You know, I wanted to show my supervisor how bad it was and infected, like it was swollen really bad. And I tried to show my supervisor, and my supervisor decided to ignore me and not pay attention to it, and like saying like fuck it. You know what I mean? Like fuck it. Like seriously, dude. Like I'm right here in pain, and you still want me to work because you want to. And they decided to give me half a point because I left early. Even that I show up at work on pain, they don't care. They only care about themselves. They only care about the production. And now they start writing up people about production when it's barely work. When it's barely work. They make us come in on Saturdays and Sundays when it's barely work. When we come in on Saturday, we work in the jobs they supposed to be do in 2 to 3 days. We're not even running dailies at all. We're running jobs that's supposed to be done 2 to 3 days. Like, what is the point for us to come over here when I can be with my family, spending time, you know, with my newborn, you know, spending time with my family? What am I doing here? You know, like seriously. But they forcing us. They treat us like slave. You know what I mean? They don't understand us. They don't. Every time we ask them, who do we need to talk to figure this out? Because we can't be working every weekend. But no, they don't want to give us any information. They don't want to listen to us. They want us to listen to them, you know, and they keep saying everything is mandatory, everything is mandatory, everything is mandatory. And we try to talk to them. And I feel that about the production, like I don't get paid by production. I get paid by the hour. You know, I come over here and do my job. And I tell these dudes, listen, I finish all the work you give me. All the work you give me, I finish it. What is the problem? He's like, well, I need you to pick up your numbers more, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, I'm doing all the work you give me. Like, my machine is empty by the time I leave. I get done with all the work you give me. And the machines, they are German machines. They're not good at all. They break all the time, you know. And we've been having so much trouble with it. And they still write you down for that? They're going to fire you because you're not making enough production when it's barely work? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not freaking fair because, like I say again, I get paid by the hour. And now he tried to tell me that, you know, when I don't have work, I have to write down my downtime. What does that mean, man? I run whatever you bring me, I run it. Whatever you give me, I run it. And he's still saying that I have to write down my downtime when I don't have a work. And the production that I do is not good enough. When I run between 11, 8, 7,000 carts, it's not enough. Why? Because they want us to keep running and pushing ourselves so they can make their bonus check. You know what I mean? But they don't care about us. They don't care how we feel. You know, it's been people over here that they've been sick, and you know, and they're still coming at work because if you call out, they're afraid to lose their job. Because if you come in, and you know, if you don't come in, you can end up getting a point. If you get 3 points, you get a warning. After that, another warning. That's a final warning. You lose your job. A lot of people are afraid to lose their job. People who work in any job, they should not be afraid to come into work or call out when they need an emergency, when they don't feel good, because they should be able to work with their employees. But if they can't work with their employees, this is not a company. Where's the teamwork? Where's the understanding? Nobody understands us. We the one who run the company. We're the one who keep the company going. The business going. I just feel that we don't get enough respect. So what is really going on? Like I say, I worked for Best Buy for almost 4 years. Never have any problem with them. I work so happy. Every day that I get up, I always go with a smile on my face and work every day with no problem, because our boss understands us. Our supervisor understands us when we have an emergency, when we have a problem going on, or or anything. Like, what is the understanding of this company that they don't understand us? Like, seriously, our job should not be too stressful. You should be able to. It should be an environment that you can, work in peace, do your job. I'm not saying that we're not gonna do our job. I'm just saying that you should be coming into work, like thinking like, okay, let's get this done, let's make this money. But now you're coming in like, wow, man, I don't want to work here no more. Like, these people treat us like slaves. They don't show us respect. They're stealing our money. Like, they're not paying us what they're supposed to be paying us. They're not paying what they promised us. They said they were gonna pay us double. Where's the double at? I barely get my double money. And then they try to say that we own the money because they overpay us. They don't overpay us. They think we're stupid. They think because we're Spanish or whatever that we don't understand. We do understand. We know our numbers. We know everything. So I don't know why they're talking about that we owe them money. We don't own them money. We work hard for our money. We stop spending time with our family to come here and work for them. And I feel that it's not fair for us to be working Sunday. We need at least to have a day off. We need to rest. The body needs to rest. We need to spend time with our family. Woman needs to be with her husband. Husband needs to be with their wife. There are a lot of relationships that are breaking because they don't have a chance to spend time with their family, And I feel that it's not fair. Like, we come over here and then they treat us like crap, That's like seriously, I really, really, really don't know what to say anymore about this company, because this company, they used to say that this used to be the best company. But this company, I'm sorry to say, but with the supervisors they have, the management they have, they can't be managers. They can't be supervisors because they don't have that profession, like how to treat an employee. They don't care about nobody. They care about themselves. Who manager, because I know my rights. Who managers, like, when you say hi, with respect and anything, give you faces, ignore you because you know your rights, because you don't let them walk over you. He's like, managers and supervisors should not be giving employee faces and stuff like that. They should keep it professional. They should always keep it professional. And I always ask myself, I don't know how these people still have a job. I don't know how they still have a job. They've done so many mistakes. They've done so many things that I know that I'm like, wow, how do they still have a job? A lot of people quitting because of them. Like, the company should look at it and be like, hey, man, why a lot of people are quitting? Why are we losing people? They should be like, okay, this is the management problem, the supervisor problem. We're going to have to do something about this. We're going to have to get different management. We're going to have to get different supervisor. That's how the company should think about. Like, think about it. They're losing good employees. They've been here for years. 10 years, 5 years, 12 years, 15 years. They've been here for a long time. And they're losing those people who've been getting this company going. I mean, I really don't know what to say anymore. Like, seriously. And I'm about to show you guys the check they give me for $35 or $36 if I remember, and they tax it. And I'm about to go to their office and find out if they have my check. Because a while ago, I emailed the HR lady, Bettina, and she was supposed to let me know what's going on with the check. She said that they're going to have a check for me. So I came back from Florida, and I came back to work. I asked everybody, I asked the supervisor, do you guys know anything about my check? And they don't know anything. They don't know anything. So pretty much they don't want to pay nobody. But I'll let you guys know about the, in the next video. I'm gonna show you guys the check, and I'm about to ask about my check. See what's gonna happen.